Gambler, any problems, of course, call that number. But let's get on board with this. I place my bet. You guys can as well.
I got to do mine right now.
Okay. So ESPN Bet, download the app, the Unsportsmanlike Parlay, right in the front there. But this game is going to be interesting because of how good the Denver Broncos could be, or however you want to look at it. Obviously, their defense is great. Their coach is great, as we know. Bo Nix, 17-9 with a playoff appearance in less than 2 years in the NFL so far. Broncos are 7-2. Let's do two things here. Number one, are the Broncos, in your mind, both of you, good enough to win the division?
Yes.
I agree, yes.
So that means the Chargers don't, and more importantly, the Chiefs don't.
That is correct. They have a 46% chance, according to our FPI, of being able to win the division, the highest of any team in the AFC West. Right now, the Kansas City Chiefs have the second highest chance at 28%. So FPI is telling you they expect for the Denver Broncos to be able to win. And the biggest reason why is that defense, man. They're top 5 in yards and points, and they got 40 sacks on the season. 40.
Wow.
The next closest team has 28. They get after it like nobody's business. Zach Allen and Jonathan Cooper and Nick Bonito, those dudes come at you in waves, man. And here's the difference between where they are this year versus where they were last year. That secondary has come along. It's not just Pat Surtain. It's Riley Moss. It's Jada Barron. They've got guys back there that are ball hawks that get up on receivers. They challenge those guys. They are versatile in the different coverages that they can throw at you. Denver is a really, really tough defense to go up against, and I just don't see how the Las Vegas Raiders, in this instance, can make this a game tonight. And overall, I think with what they're bringing to the party defensively, they're going to challenge a lot of teams in the AFC in the second half of the season. And I think the thing that makes me bullish on the Denver Broncos is their ability to compete and win in close games.
Oh, well, they've been
absolutely.
I mean, think about it. I mean, they've had 4 games that they've won this season that they've gone into the fourth quarter trailing. They're 4-0 when they're entering the fourth quarter trailing in games. The 2 games that they lost this season, they lost them at the gun on field goals. So, I mean, this is a team that is not afraid to be in those types of close games, and they're not afraid, and they lack no confidence. They don't lack confidence when it comes to being able to execute in those tight situations, in tight ball games. To me, that is a sign of a really good football team.
And just to further drive home that point, CC, for those who may still have questions about Bo Nix, he's the one stepping up in that moment. He's the one propelling the offense and the team as a whole to those victories. 4 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter and overtime this season. He's tied with Baker Mayfield for the most in the NFL, and the Broncos have a plus 60 points differential in the fourth quarter this season, which is the best in the NFL. So you combine that tough defense with the fact that you trust your quarterback to get the job done when the situation is tight, when the pressure is on, and that is a winning recipe. So I will go with the Broncos to win that division.
Okay. So you led me right into the quarterback conversation. So Bo Nix, he is part of that 2024 draft class that saw 6 quarterbacks drafted in the first round. Let's do a little exercise here as to how highly we think of these 6 quarterbacks. So what I want to do is a redraft, but let's do it this way. We're going to pretend teams 1 through 6, nameless teams, all need a quarterback. So we're going to see quarterbacks go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a draft. Okay, so we're not saying, well, if you put this guy on this team's offense with that coach or this team, just blind 6 expansion teams that need a quarterback 1 through 6. So the order in which they went: Caleb was number 1, Jaden Daniels number 2, Drake May 3, Michael Penix 8, JJ McCarthy 10, Bo Nix 12. There were other quarterbacks, including Spencer Rattler, drafted in the draft, but let's do the first round 1 through 6 redraft in the 24 draft, because we're going to see Bo Nix on full display tonight, standalone game. Who goes number 1 in that draft?
Drake May.
I would take Jaden Daniels.
Fight it out. Go ahead. Why on each of them?
I just know Drake May is going to be there. Jaden Daniels scares me when it comes to the injury part of it, and that was a concern coming out of college because of his frame.
And I totally hear that, but I can't unsee what I saw last year.
No doubt.
I can't.
But do you think you'll see that again?
I think he's definitely capable of it. His skill set, his poise under pressure, the way that team responded to him last year, he was transformational. And I know this year it's been a step back. He obviously has injuries that have colored the way this season has gone for him and for them. I still would roll with Jaden Daniels.
Okay, so you know what? Each of you are going to have them. So your second pick then would be who?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, Smalls?
Drake May.
Okay, so those are the top two, which means the number one pick overall in the draft, Caleb Williams, is not in the top two of a redraft if we redid it today.
Correct.
Who's third?
It's a hell of a question.
That's why I'm asking you.
So I want to lean Bo Nix, but in this hypothetical set of circumstances, I don't have him paired with Sean Payton.
That's right.
So I don't know if that's the route that I should go.
So you're just going to forfeit a pick, or?
No, I'll go Bo Nix over Caleb.
All right. Cece?
Same.
Wow. Tell me why you think Bo Nix is a better player right now than Caleb Williams.
Bo Nix has had 7 game-winning drives since he's come into the league. That's tied with Patrick Mahomes for the most. I'll take that.
4 overall. Sorry.
Go ahead.
4? Is that where Caleb goes?
Caleb.
I would go Caleb there too.
Okay, so now 5 and 6 are pretty interesting here because those are the two unproven ones. Is that fair to say in terms of J.J. McCarthy and Michael Penix Jr.?
Yeah. With JJ, you've seen some good things, but he's been so injured. You don't really know who he is or what he can be.
So what's the answer? Who goes 5?
Oh, 5, I would probably go with – I've seen enough J.J. McCarthy.
Same, I would go JJ.
Okay, wait a minute. If you're saying you've seen enough, he's played basically one full game of good football in his entire career.
Yeah, but I saw what I saw last week against the Detroit Lions, and I saw the fourth quarter Monday Night Football, the first game against the Chicago Bears. I've seen enough. I like J.J. McCarthy.
I have not seen enough, but I trust Kevin O'Connell's judgment. And the fact that he wants that guy and the flashes that I have seen, I'll pick him over Michael Penix Jr.
So Michael Penix Jr. goes 6th in this.
Yeah.
Do you feel confident in him, or has he totally fallen off the way for you? That's pretty low. Obviously, there are 6 quarterbacks.
They all went in the first round.
No, I understand that.
I think they're all first-round quarterbacks.
But this is
they all have bright futures, including Michael Penix. I'm not gonna tear down Michael Penix to make the case on why I think J.J. McCarthy should go ahead of him, but I just haven't seen enough moments of brilliance from Michael Penix like I had in those 2 games for J.J. McCarthy this season.
So the order for CeCe in a redraft is Drake May 1, Jaden Daniels 2, Bo Nix 3, Caleb 4, which becomes the headline here, JJ 5, JJ McCarthy 5, Michael Penix Jr. 6.
Listen, now Stephen A. says the list is fluid. It's fluid.
Well, I understand.
It's fluid.
But we're doing this because we have a standalone game from one of the least famous ones of this crew. Not the least successful, but Drake May has become kind of famous here. Caleb Williams is definitively famous. Jaden Daniels has received a lot of fame. J.J. McCarthy not playing has actually brought him to the spotlight a lot more. Yeah. Bo Nix has not necessarily been in the spotlight. Tonight will be in the spotlight for him.
Yeah, I mean, Drake May could win MVP this year. That's how good he's been. He could win MVP this year.
Are there any other potential MVPs on this list moving forward? Could you see any of these? How many of these guys could win an MVP?
We were talking about Jaden Daniels winning an MVP coming into this season.
I feel like CeCe is one more injury away from being out on Jaden Daniels.
I'm scared for him.
So in your mind, it's more likely that Jaden Daniels drops to 3 or 4 than it is popping up to number 1. Because
yes,
it's more logical for you to think that Bo Nix could surpass him or Caleb could surpass him.
What I'll say is this. I don't think either scenario is likely. I think Jaden Daniels is going to be one of those top 2 quarterbacks moving forward. But I will say this. In terms of usurping what we're seeing from Drake May this year, because I don't think Drake May is going to fall off. I think it's only up from here for Drake May. I think it's more likely that the Washington Commanders, through franchise malpractice, allow the career to get knocked out of Jaden Daniels than it is Jaden Daniels supplanting Drake May.
Mm. What can Drake do to supplant Jaden Daniels in your mind then, Smalls? Because you have him too. If he wins the MVP this year?
Well, yeah, I mean, come on. I'm not that short-sighted. He's amazing. He could win the MVP. I look at Drake May, and the sky's the limit for him. He is in the perfect organization for him. He has a great coach. He is going to thrive where he is. I think he is going to go on and do great things. I'm just not willing to give up on Jaden Daniels just yet, which is why I have him number 1.
Yeah, but I don't think what I'm saying is I'm not giving up on Jaden Daniels as much as I am being distrustful of the Washington Commanders.
And you have every right to feel that way after what happened with Dan Quinn.
I think that's a safe place to live.
100%.
Yeah.
Fair.
And how great does this draft class become in your mind? Like when you're thinking back to some of the great draft, 2020.
Well, it's not as good as 2018.
Well, 2018 is insane, obviously.
It's not Baker
Josh
Mayfield,
Allen, Lamar
Sam
Jackson,
Darnold.
Baker Mayfield, Darnold.
What about 2020?
I mean, think about it. After this season, 2018 could have 3 MVPs.
That's insane.
2018 could rival what we saw in 83? The 83 class?
Yeah,
It could be that. It could be that.
But what about 2020? Burrow, Tua, Herbert, Love, and Hurts.
I mean, there's really only one guy that's lived up to it, right? And that's Hurts.
Whoa.
Burrow's been to a Super
Các bạn lên mình sẽ tiếp tục là để từ website em từ